Happy Wednesday. So I'm just shuffling back so that I get the camera right on Facebook as well as on Instagram. Hello, happy Wednesday. Thank you for being here with me. It's our Wednesday live and talking about all about well-being today, about how well-being matters and what you're doing to prioritize your well-being. So if you're joining over on Facebook, come in and say hi. Come and say hi in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Hey, Jodie Warren Coaching as well. Great to see you. Great to have you here. So if you are new to us, if you're new to the Coaching Catalysts, I'm Sarah Bramall. I'm one half of the Coaching Catalyst duo, alongside my lovely co-founder, Rebecca Daniel, who is currently on maternity leave, doing really well. So we had a little chat this morning. She's doing really well, I'm pleased to say, and I'm sure that she will be back with us before too long, whenever she's ready. So we are both coaches. We're both transformation coaches, we're NLP practitioners, and we are coach trainers as well. So we both train other people to be coaches for leading organizations. And we work with female professionals and entrepreneurs to help you to prioritize well-being so that you can thrive in all areas, in your career, in your business, in your family, in your personal life, making those health and relationships as much of a priority as we do our careers or our businesses. It's super important. Now this week, it's National Wellbeing Week. So it's all about focusing on well-being. So here at the Catalyst, we focus on well-being all the time because it's so central to our energy, to helping us to truly thrive. But it's good sometimes when we have these kind of days or these weeks to draw our focus, to check in and think, actually, how am I doing with my well-being? Am I giving it my focus? Hey, Sam, lovely Sam, one of our Catalyst members, is here with me as well today. So great to have you. So what does well-being mean to you? I'd love to hear in the comments, what does that word well-being, when you hear it, what does it mean to you? Is it a word that you like, or is it a word that makes you think, oh, switch off? I don't know. I'd be really interested to know. What does well-being mean for you? Hey, lovely Sam, great to have you here. So what does it mean for you, first of all? What does well-being mean? Because it's a word that we use a lot, we refer to it a lot, but what does it really mean for us? Love to hear your thoughts on that. Now, pre-training to be a coach, certainly pre-pandemic, I probably, when I thought about well-being, if I'm honest, probably thought about my physical well-being. I probably thought about, am I exercising? Am I eating? Since training to be a coach, and definitely since the pandemic, I think for all of us, it's helped us to think about well-being in terms of mental health and in terms of our emotional health as well as our physical health. So perhaps it's become wider, perhaps it's become more holistic. Give me a heart if you agree with that. Sam's saying in the comment here, work-life balance is the first thing that comes to your mind. Yeah, okay, so getting that balance, establishing that balance between what's going on at work and what's going on in the course of the rest of your life. We've got over here on Facebook, somebody's saying, making the time to put yourself first and prioritize your own needs. 100% love that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Making the time to put yourself first and prioritize your own needs. Now, again, before I started doing this work, I might have thought, oh, that's selfish, isn't it? You know, I've got a job to do. I used to be a teacher, 3 little children. Isn't it selfish to put myself first? And what I've learned is, no, it's not selfish. Self-care isn't selfish when we prioritize ourselves, when we put ourselves first, that isn't being selfish. It's making sure that we take care of ourselves so that we can take care of the people that we care about, whether that's our community, our family, our clients, our colleagues, whoever it is that is most important to us to take care of. So it's absolutely not selfish. Now, we had a great chat over in our Facebook community group yesterday, all about well-being. For those of you who are familiar with Clubhouse, I don't know, it's an audio platform that was around last year, and it's a place where you can just jump on and have a conversation in an audio form. Tried it out on Facebook yesterday, and it was really great. It was really interactive, and actually Sam joined me on Monday in an audio room as well. So we were having a good discussion yesterday. And one of the things that we were saying yesterday was, what are the signs that you need to prioritize your well-being? So what happens for you that makes you think, whoa, okay, what do I need to do to look after myself? What do I need to slow down? So I'd love to hear, again, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are the signs for you that you're like, uh-oh, I need to slow down? Now, this happened to me. I've had a very, very busy month in June, been doing lots and lots of training work, which I absolutely love, but give a lot of energy to. And at the weekend, and even on Monday, I could sense my body saying to me, do you know what? If you don't slow down now, you're going to get ill. So it's time to slow down. And so on Sunday, I just spent the day in the garden. On Monday, I carried on working, but just did very kind of light touch, like little work, slow down. Now we've got through to Wednesday, and I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good again, and I'm ready to go to my yoga class later. I'm feeling good. Hey, Twilight, deeper Twilight. Thanks for joining us. We're talking about well-being, and I'm just asking, what are the signs for you that you need to up the ante or prioritize your well-being? Would really love to hear from you. So what is it for you? What happens? Sometimes to me, when I know in terms of stress, I can feel my head, I can physically feel my head feeling kind of too full. And I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel good. This feels really uncomfortable. And I can see it in my behavior as well. Now, probably not with people, certainly not with my clients, certainly not with anybody, kind of out in public, but probably I'll be a bit short with my husband, or I'll be a bit more likely to be a bit short with my kids, or a bit less patient than usual because I'm feeling overwhelmed. I haven't looked after myself. So this, as Sam said, it's about the work-life balance. And for me, it is, I agree. And it's all about the calibration. We're always looking at this and calibrating and going, okay, what do I need to do? So what are the signs for you that you need to prioritize your well-being? Would really, really love to hear. And then yesterday we were talking with one of our lovely Catalyst members, Suzanne, and she was talking about the fact that for her, she has a resilience toolbox. Now, I really love a good metaphor and a good kind of mental image, so that when you feel that you need to actually build up your resilience, what do you have in your toolbox that means that you think, okay, I know what to do to look after myself? So for me, number one would be an early night. I really do need my sleep. And when I get some more sleep, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be okay the next day. Number two would be getting outside, particularly getting in nature. Moving really helps me to calm down. Number three would be looking at what I'm eating, because I know if I get tired, if I get overwhelmed, maybe I'm not making great choices around what I'm eating, and that's the time to reset because that affects how I feel. And number four would be meditation for me. So I'd love to hear from you. What is it that's in your resilience toolbox so that when you are feeling a bit overwhelmed or feeling like you need to give more focus and attention to your well-being, what do you have in your toolbox that's going to help you to do that? Okay, so again, do share in the comments. Let us know just one of the things, because one of the things that you do might be something that for somebody else they think, oh, that's a good idea. Let me steal that idea. Let me use that idea as well. Okay, and then this is, somebody said earlier about scheduling yourself first, prioritizing your own needs, your own well-being. That was on Facebook here, making time to put yourself first and prioritize your own needs. Well, for me, certainly, I don't know if you'd agree with this, it doesn't just happen. We all lead busy lives. We all have so many roles, so many responsibilities to fulfill, that if we don't schedule our well-being, for me, it doesn't happen. It doesn't just happen. Maybe when I'm on holiday, but not in ordinary life. So I have to be really structured about scheduling it, about planning it and thinking it through, so that it happens. And I went to an event on Sunday, and that was one of the questions that the speakers posed for us was, what are you going to do this week to slow down? What are you going to do to look after yourself? And I was like, well, actually, I already know because I've scheduled it. But I've only known to schedule it because I've done some work on myself to make sure it happens. So for me, it's little things like at the beginning of the week, as we go into the week, knowing when I'm going to exercise. So what I'm going to do, what time I'm going to do it, making sure it's scheduled. Early in the morning works well for me. 6:30 is a great time for me to work out because then nothing else gets in the way. Got my yoga class scheduled for later today, and that's a thing that I do regularly. So it's big things like that, or relatively big things, but also little things like on Sunday, taking a little bit of time out to do some food prep so I know what I'm going to be eating during the week. That's really easy. Another example might be, I don't do this because I drink loads of water, but some people have those big kind of bottles, don't they, to make sure that they're getting through enough water in the course of the day. So what is it for you that you do regularly so you're prioritizing your well-being? Because it's all about setting up the structures and the systems for yourself so you don't have to think too hard about it. Or you don't have to wait to that point where you think, God, I feel really overwhelmed and I need to do something in order to prioritize my well-being. So I hope that that has given you some food for thought, and I'd love to hear from you. Please do share in the comments if you're watching on replay later. Give us a hashtag replay and let us know what you do. What do you do to prioritize your well-being? Would love to hear. Okay, so if you have enjoyed this today, if you've given you food for thought, and maybe it's making you think, gosh, do you know what? I need to put myself first a bit more. I need to do more for me to prioritize my well-being. Think about what you've got coming up. Think about what you have got planned for you. So there are two ways, or the two ways that you can connect with us. If you're not already in our free Facebook group, come over and join our free Facebook group. Here, it's on Facebook at the bottom of the screen. If you're on Insta, there's a link in our bio. Hey, Carrie, lovely to have you here with us. So come and join our free Facebook group. It's called the Coaching Catalyst community. We'd really love to have you to come and join us. And secondly, if you're thinking, do you know what? It is time for me to put myself first. We've got a live event coming up in November, which is called Find Your Brave. And it's all about stepping into the best version of yourself, connecting with your strengths, figuring out what the biggest, boldest, bravest version of you looks like so that you can allow yourself, you can position yourself to truly thrive in all areas. We've got John joining on Insta, and I think that's Rebecca's brother spying on me. Lovely to see you, John. Thank you for joining. So Find Your Brave. It's way in the future, but if you're anything like me in a busy life, you have to plan ahead, right? So it's Friday, the 11th of November in London, a full day. Rebecca has made sure we're going to be very well looked after, and it's a beautiful hotel, all food, etc. included, and we will have a brilliant day, a deep dive into our personal transformation. Bloom and Confidence Club here as well over on Insta. Thanks so much for being here. So do make sure, if you're new to us, if you haven't really connected with us before, get over and join our Facebook community. And if you think, do you know what, I would really love to have a day surrounded by like-minded women to really focus on me, my personal, my professional development, and leave feeling really awesome and feeling really set up to step into the new year, then come and join us at your Find Your Brave live events. So again, it's on Facebook here. If you're on Insta, there's a link in our bio. If you go to our link tree, you will find the link there. I think that's me for today. I think I'm going to wrap up, but love to hear from you guys. What is it that you do to prioritize your well-being? Any tips, any tricks, any ideas? Share the love because we can all learn from each other. Thanks so much for being here with me. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for staying with me as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I'll be back soon. Connect with you all soon. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm still going. Sorry, if you're watching me really late and I'm still going, it's because I didn't stop the live. I'm finishing now. Thanks for being here with me.